Hello guys and welcome to my UFC journey. I have never seen a full match of any sport at all. But the other day I was watching a full match of UFC. I think it's called number 287. And that was really surprising to me. And I want to give you a little update on what I felt and how I experienced that. So, one of the first things that I learned is that first it is some fights, which is like a semi-final in a way, building up to this bigger match. And in this case, it was with Alex Pereira and Israel Adesanya that I did a little bit research before and saw a little clip of. And I was moved by their backstory, and when this match started, when these two first guys came in, Christian Rodriguez and Rosa Jr., I was really surprised how they acted. It was some kind of dignity in a way, and it wasn't that hysterical that I might predicted. And but when Rosa came in, he was like a little clown. It was really fun, young guy. I think he was 18 years old, and he was smiling and wearing a sombrero, and it was a lot of fun. And they had this weight in, and they got some pampering with some Vaseline in their face, and yeah, and then they started to fight, and this first match was, in my opinion, the most fun one, because Rosa, he was like a little monkey, and he was just jumping on the back of Rodriguez, and it was so much fun to watch, so I got sucked into it. And at one point it was easy for me to make some jokes, like sexual references, like the 69 and the doggy style and the spooning. But I have to say, spooning, maybe it's not a sexual reference. That was beautiful. I have this picture in my mind. They are lying there on the floor, spooning, and it was really beautiful to watch, I have to say. And it also kind of, it's a mood over this, because it's some kind of playfulness in a way, and at the same time a lot of power, a lot of strength, and seriousness, and this mix is quite fun for me to watch. And then it started to get a little bit serious with some serious punches from Rodriguez, and then Rosa was out. and then what surprises me was this speech that Rodriguez gave, because he was really not full of himself like I expected, and he was not like overjoyed by winning. He was, the first thing he said, that he apologized for his 1 pound extra or something, that he had a little bit too much weight, and he was really polite, and yeah, that was nice. But at the point where I was really touched by that, he said something like, the best president in the world is sitting here, and we had this picture of Donald Trump, and I'm not gonna say any more about that, but for me that wasn't that great, but let's not talk about that. And then they moved on with Kevin Holland and Santiago Ponzinibbio, and Ponzinibbio, he was quite a funny personality, and I was expecting even more glam from him. Um, but and those ears, somebody told me that they get that by fighting, this big brutal ears, and it's kind of beautiful in a strange way. And it's a sign that he really have been fighting a lot, I guess. Um, and then I think, I'm not sure what I mean with all these notes, but I remember that it was like a little dance. They were dancing, and this was a different style than the other one. And it was more of the boxer style, I would say. I also learned that it was different styles. This origin that they put, for example, a kickboxer and martial artist. No, yeah, you understand what I mean. Different fighting styles together. And now it like developed to a little bit more of this, what it has become today. So what happened? I'm not sure what happened on this fight. Yeah, Holland was knocking out the other guy. One leg in his armpit. Yeah, it was this kind of interesting move. One of them got stuck, had a leg in the other guy's armpit, and we were kind of expecting the other one to drag him down, but instead he got in this punch in his head, I think. Yeah, and then we got Font and Giannis. This was I think the really short one, maybe. I've written down personalities. No, it was a knockout. It was this really quick one. It was a knockout right away almost. So I didn't really get to think too much about that. But then we got this Jorge Masvidal and Gilbert Burns. And this was more like an interesting thing. And they started by saying that one of them had this world record of 5 seconds before knockout. So it was kind of a lot of tension before this. And it was more of the playful and light fighting style. But then Jorge was really explosive all of a sudden, and had this a lot of power in his punches. So you can see that I got a little engaged in this, and I made a lot of notes, which is kind of strange when you're watching a game. I'm not sure if so many people do that. But anyway, I had to do this to tell you a little bit about this. But I'm trying not to just tell you what happened. So I'm gonna be a little shorter, and I want to tell you more about how I felt. So yeah, Burns are lifting Masvidal, and that was a fun moment as well. This big guy being lifted like that, that was fun. And Masvidal is taking a salto mortale. And at the end, when Burns wins, he has this shout out to his opponent, and that was so cute as well. And his little daughters are dancing around him, and it was so beautiful and so cute. I loved it. I got much more respect of this for this sport because it was so, yeah, respectful and beautiful and non-bragging. A little bit of bragging, but that was just fun and okay. Most of the time it was really respectful. And he had this very inspirational speech as well. But then, oh no, Donald Trump again. Or maybe I was expecting him. I'm not sure. And then at the end, this was interesting. Then Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira came and they were really serious. And then Bruce Buffer started, this guy, what's this called? A judge or something? Or announcement man? Started with some commercials and talking about Dracula versus Renfield and stuff like that. And a lot of commercials, and I didn't really understand anything. And it was really a smooth and slow start. And then I got to know that Israel has been beaten 3 times before of Pereira. So it was kind of important for him to get this. And I also felt his story, because I read a little bit about him, that he was bullied before, and that he had some kind of, I felt like he had some kind of, it was important for him to win this, not just because of the dignity, but it was more than that. I can't explain. And then when I started to get a little bit bored, then Israel knocks out Pereira. And that was kind of crazy to watch, because suddenly he just punched him in the head and this big guy was just boof, falling flat. And that was, he wasn't moving even, and it was, yeah, a little shock. And then he got so happy, Israel, and I was happy with him. And he had this really, really beautiful speech, and he said that he was hoping that all of the people watching could feel his level of happiness just for once in their life. He was wishing that for everybody. And that was inspirational and beautiful. And he said that something like that you can achieve whatever you want in life. It's very American in a way, but also very inspirational. I got it from Oprah Winfrey a lot of times. If I feel stuck or something, I just listen to her, but maybe now I'm gonna listen to Israel and follow him and see how it goes. So it was really, this was really new for me, but I was playing the yes game, as I call it, that I was really just going to do my best to get sucked into it and be interested and follow it up. And at some moments I started to get bored, like I said, but then it suddenly happened something. And when you know a little bit more about those guys and this whole sport, maybe this can really be something for me to watch. I'm not really sure, because for me I have this thoughts about sports that is not really, I'm not gonna use my time on that, you know. But in this match, as you hear, I got engaged, and I got enthusiastic about it. So maybe I'm trying another match as well. Let's see. And I have some good friends here that supports me, and they really they don't mind answering my questions and letting me in. So that is really nice, I think. So that was my first match, and let's see if it's gonna be more. So let me know what you think about this match, and please subscribe to my channel and give me some love in the comments. So let me know what you think. Now I'm gonna go and read about UFC to learn more before the next match. So until next time, dear friends, stay strong. Bye bye.